Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Economics Time newspaper headline. So, first of all, Tata on deal ST. Bigger bite, Tata eyes Apple vendor Wistron, India's unit. Initial plan of JV now moving towards rupees 4,000, 5,000 or 5,000 deal for facility. Next, Air India plus Vistara is equal to second biggest in India skis. SIA to hold 25.1% in entity with equity infusion of rupees 2,580.50 crore. Vistara brand to be scrapped. Next, PM developed package 29 Jammu and Kashmir projects drawn 12 likely by financial year end. Next, Pirmal cost me rupees 5,221 crore, bid highest for retail cap units. Hinduja Group, Torrent Investment, Okatree Capital also offered to buy Reliance its group. Next, Alibaba to offload 3.07% Zomato stake. Next, Adani Properties bags right to redevelop Dharavi slums. DLF and Sri Naman developers had also bid. Then on page number 2, in that 29 PMDP projects in Jammu and Kashmir finished, 12 may be drawn by financial year end. Next, 12 others likely to completed in next year financial. Issues such as COVID-19 forest clearances, law and order and cases delayed work. The next, stand on voluntary disputes justified confident of good outcome. Bomai. Maharashtra Karnataka road to come up today in SC for hearing. That next, Israel envoy slams Lapid for calling Kashmir files vulgar propaganda. You will go back to Israel thinking you are bold. You should see over message boxes following your bravery. Implication it may have on my team. The next, extremism against the very meaning of Islam. NSA Dowal. Cross-border terrorism and ISI-inspired terrorism continue to be treated to humanity. Next, Corporation of Civil Society is initial in countering the threat from ISI-inspired individual terror cell. Next, tech must be viewed from strategic and political angles. EM. Next, Hope Lapid apologizes Israel Dear Woolman. Next, he expressed opinion about one of the firm that did not win a prize. Next, we are both assets to party. Gehlot after RG remarks on Rajasthan tussle. Rahul Gandhi also meant every party worker is an asset. The next, file responses in 4 weeks on plea seeking enforcement of fundamental duties. Next, SC refuses to entertain pleas seeking to double number of judges in high court, district courts. Getting more judges is not the panacea for all evils, says CJI DY Chandrachud. Then on page number 3 in that Neta Street taunt has P1 campaign ends. Next, no endorsement but Anand Cops play big role in deciding fate of candidates. Out of 7 assembly seats, Congress won 5 and BJP won 2 in 2017. Next, Patidhar steer over Swaraj to see new election uh, equations. Next, in Amirili, it's BJP versus Congress Satrap. Next, deal along lines of frauds Gujarat unit by. Next, floor space index of 4 allowed. Next, BJP got rupees 16 and 1614 crore has a contribution in 2021-2022. Congress received rupees 95 crore. Next, Rahul targets BJP has to die after drinking suspicious require. Then next on page number 4 in that Vistara CEO tries to allay concern of employees. Next, big opportunities for ISIA. Next, resolution plan breakup. Next, securing data amid a volatile digital future. Then on page number 5 in that Alibaba Group to offload 3.07% Zomato stake for $193 million today. Block deal may offer 262.9 million shares a disc at a 6% discount on Tuesday closing price. Next, Wednesday's block deal sale will be undertaken by Alipay Singapore Holding Pty Limited. Next, JP Morgan sees incredible fintech innovation in India. Next, Extol leaning on BFSI product but bundling to ride out headwinds. The winner of the Comeback Kid Aware target 2026 listing and overall profitability by financial year 25. Next, Meta to train 100 on XR Tech's Clutch. Next, Prisma Force gets $13.6 million in new rise. Next, credit to acquire credit software co-credit Vidya. Acquisitions will be a mix of equity and cash. Then next, get government to take experts view on revised data bill. Schedule meeting with legal experts and academical this week. Then on page number 8, in that port infra may get rupees 2 lakh crore upgrade to ease logistic pain. Around 298 projects identified for investment till 2030, including road and rail connectivity reports. Next, on cards PLI type scheme to replace textile tech fund, purposed scheme to promote domestic manufacturing of textile machinery. Next, out of court deals gain traction as lenders cause look to avoid IBC. Debtors fear losing control of cause under CIRP, while creditors wary of steep haircut. Next, government lifts ban on exports of non-basmati broken rice. Then on page number 9, in that no 5G sites within 2.1 km of airport runway. Next, OTT must pay operators for using network. Next, try bets for separate permit for satellite Earth station gateways. Suggest pan India's license under Section 4 of Indian Telegraph Act to have 20-year validity. Next, regular 6 view on caller ID display on phones. Next, Rajasthan picks Jio Airtel for free phone scheme. Next, Telecos likely to see 8.2% rises in ARPU in 23 Fitch. Next, AMRI stake row Manipal moves as High Court against Imami. Manipal Health seeks to restrain Imami from selling or transferring its 94% stake in Lateral's healthcare business. Next, Detolity India appoints Romal Sethi as a CEO. Next, UK committed to FTA with India, says Sunak. Then on page number 10, in that RBI to launch retail digital rupees on December 1. Next, systematic investment plan. Next, Prannoy and Radhika Roy resigns from NDTV board. Next, NSEL scam. SEBI bans 5 commodity brokers for up to 6%, 6 month. Next, SBI card stop HDFC Bank in incremental card insurances. SBI cards 3.4 lakh new credit card in October, followed by Axis, ICICI, HDFC Bank. Next, rupee little change despite positive risk sentiment. Next, tech mega caps drag down. Wall Street has bond yield rises. Then on page number 11, in that almost all calls are hedged against risk of slide in rupees. Next, Bandhan gets SEBI note to take over IDFC mutual fund. Next, these stocks could return 23 to 45%. Next, export focused uniparts may suit investors with high risk APT. Next, core is rupees 251 crore from anchors. Next, derivatives trader and trainee PR Sundar under SEBI scanner. Next, personal vehicle loan share in retail security received by ERC rises. SEBI brings in credit risk based limit for mutual funds in debt investment. Next, share of borrowers are aged under 40 in retail credit on the rise. Minerally and Gen Z form 94% of new to credit consumers, says a report. Next, Bandhan gets SEBI note to take over IDFC mutual fund. Next, almost all calls are hedged against risk of slide in rupees. Then on page number 12, in that Russia seeks to import at least 1,000 types of Indian goods. Next, procurement from GEMG crosses rupees 1 lakh crore in financial year 23. Then on page number 13, it's an article section in that merging airlines emerging stronger. Next, make MGN REGA asset creation tool. Next, fundamentally disastrous. Next, effect breaker. Next, dancing bulls in a China shop. Next, nothing certain, expect bad taxes. Next, sparkle and hum for exports. Next, India today, tomorrow, the world. Next, on page number 14, in that logistics sector about to get digitally transformed. Next, uh, petrol cars sent to banks, but Hest was in the museum. Next, five reason to eat cement lines. Next, survival of the fittest. Messi meets Lewandowski has Argentina and Pole fight in a win or boost game. Next, Ronaldo did not touch the ball. Next, the balls moving from Messi, Ronaldo to Mbappe, Gavi. Next, on page number 15, in that patent service at IMS hit has server stays down due to cyber attacks. Next, Biologics completes deal to buy Vistara's biosimilars biz. Next, big overseas brands sending out fillers for India debut. Italy Roberto Calavi, Britain Dull Hill among cause in talks to enter the country by next year. Next, Britannia to stay cheese with France Belsa to sell 49% stake in dairy subsidiary to BEL Bell South Africa SA for rupees 262 crore GV to make the sell cheesy product. Next, housing prices in top India cities continue to increase. Next, government asks a court to dismiss Vex death case. Next, passengers vehicle sales may have risen 33% in November. 325,000 crore on car on their way. Growth in sales expect to the highest in 13 years. Next, liquor sales bubble over amid premium shift. Sales volume jumps 15% to 319 million cases in first 10 month of the calendar year. Next, Glen Pharma acquires Clinics Group for European 120 million. Then on page number On page number 21, in that high capex budget likely in bid to offset global slum, big increase in allocation expect for top infra ministries even as government takes balanced approach. Next, RBI to launch retail digital rupee on December 1, close to user group. Next, equity index soar to new high on strong global cues. Next, more out of court deals has caused lenders look to avoid IBC. Next, upgrade of rupees 2 lakh crore to plug gaps in port infra. Then on page number 22, in that students sent home, cops on patrol has China crackdowns. Unknown number detained, surveillance stepped up, no hint of larger zero COVID strategy being lifted. Next, authorized seeking out COVID protested. Next, stock crude rise on hope of China easing uh, draconian curve. Next, Beijing pushes elderly japes amid pressure to reopen. Next, protester hook up via dating app Telegram. Next, Jagma living in Tokyo after crackdown against firms report. Next, UK rewrites online safety bill after free speech backlash. Next, census 2021 Christians has minority in England and Wales, non-religious growth. That much for today. Thanks for watching Megakuti.